All right. Oh, all right. Start streaming. I feel like Yolanda Hadid. I'm so obsessed with almonds right now. Gigi, just take one more almond. Gigi. Gigi. Or was it Bella? Mommy, I'm so hungry. Gigi, just one almond. Only one almond, Gigi. Only one almond. If you're hungry, Gigi. What a horrible mother. Hey, everyone. Chew them really well, Gigi. Does anyone know what that's about? Gigi, chew them really well, Gigi. Sorry. Hey, all right, I'm done eating. Hey. Sorry, I wasn't done eating my almonds, but everyone in the chat was like, we already hit 100 likes. Where is he? And I was like, fuck, okay. Gigi. Chew them really well, Gigi. All right, hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing really well. Another early morning stream for us. It's 6 p.m., but for us, pretty early. I'm excited for today's stream. Hope you're all doing well. The last few days I've been dealing with both the girls Bonnie and Dolly have been quite sick. So I was just like a lot of medicine, monitoring them. They're both great now. So I took a couple days to work on that. And yeah, I'm in a great spirit. Great spirits today, guys. Am I drunk? If I was drunk right now, that would be incredibly sad. I'll be honest. Hey, Bagel, Skill Core. Okay, so what I want to do today is there's a couple random topics, right? Lock in and like it. Hi, Logan. So there's some little topics here and there that I want to get to, kind of like ruffling up the edges of things that we still need to cover. There's also some things happening with Britt Smith, Brittany Broski, Jodi Hildebrandt, Ruby Franke, Kevin Franke is suing. We have more footage of Ruby and Jodi after they got arrested we're going to watch. There's a lot of really just weird shit that we need to like clean up that we haven't covered yet, if you get me. So I'm going to give it a couple minutes and then we're going to start. Thank you so much to everyone that watched the Am I the A-hole that I posted. People really enjoyed it. You never know what you're going to get when you post them. People either like them or they don't. Desmar, well, have a good night's sleep, okay? What time is it for me? It is 10 minutes to 6. Alexa made a video about why she deleted the Drake Bell video. Did she? Okay. Well, good luck, babe. You'll have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Good luck, babe. All right, we'll watch that as well. All right, we have another video to watch. Alexa Nikolas addresses the Drake Bell video. One of my least favorite things with so much love to Alexa is when people make videos and they like put their name in the title and they speak about themselves in third person. With so much love to her. I really don't like when people do that. That's like me doing like Adam McIntyre does Am I the A-hole? We know it's your channel. Anyway, we will watch the Alexa video. I ideally would have liked to have watched this before stream and then watched it again on here with you. It's one of those ones that like I kind of want to vet a little bit to make sure that I'm saying exactly what I want to say. However, I guess you're just going to get my honest fucking opinion today, which for better or for worse may get me in trouble. So yeah, we have a couple things to get to. Just want to say hello to everyone. Want to say thank you for joining me. Chapel Roan, I love her. I actually saw her, if I remember correctly, in LA in 2021 when she was performing at a gay bar. Now, I may be making that up, but I'm pretty sure that happened. I might be making that up, but I'm pretty sure that happened because she was performing this. Was she? It was that song where she was like, West Hollywood, I'm going to keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. That one. But it might not have been her. They might have just been playing it. I don't know. All right, should we just get into our first topic? I know I normally like wait for everyone, but if you're not here, then you're not here. What is Kevin Franke suing for? We're going to find out because I actually don't know either. I literally just went live on Instagram right before this and was like, what topics do people want? And people were like, Kevin Franke's suing Jodi. And I was like, oh. Pink Pony Club. Yeah, it was a great song. It was a great song. All right, we may as well start with the Tana Brittany thing because a lot of people are talking about it in the chat down below. So should we start with that? Let's do this. All right. You have the flu? Oh my God, so many of my friends have it as well. I hope you get better. I'm like, okay, Chloe has 20 minutes left of lunch. Okay, we'll hopefully get 1 or 2 topics done. All right, we ready? Let's do it. Let me mute my phone. He is texting me. Oh, it's Be Real Time. Oh, no, it's not. I'm just late. Well, okay. Well, yes. Adam looks like a sad bisexual. What do you mean by that? All right, let's do it. I sent you the link on X. Oh, thank you, Lunar. Thank you. Okay, let's get into this. Clear my throat. Hi, muckers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very, very, very well. Okay, today we're going to talk about a drama that I've just realized that I don't have my rings on. I kind of feel naked without my rings. Oh, my goodness. I just, looked at myself and I was like, was something off here? Anyways, we are going to get to a drama that is currently taking over online. And it is that Tana Mojo and Brooke and Trisha were kind of exposing Brittany Broski for not wanting to come on their podcasts and basically just having overall negative experiences with her. And I really want to get to this because I really, really, really do like Brittany Broski. She's one of the few creators I actually watch. I watch her podcast. I love the Broski Report. I love her TikToks. I actually really enjoy the Cancelled podcast as well and the Just Trish podcast. I think they're both great. So I feel like I have an equal playing field here. I've been seeing a lot of people giving very harsh opinions on Brittany, and I've been seeing a lot of people giving kind of just harsh opinions on Trisha and Tana for saying this. So let's just dive into it and figure out what this is. So this was actually on the episode that we watched them talk about JoJo Siwa, but this was another topic. So let's get to it and let's form our opinions on this. So Tana Mojo exposing Brittany Broski. Let's get to it.
I've been seeing Brittany Broski on Theo Vaughn. A bunch. Yeah. All those clips. And it was so funny.
So
she did
funny.
Amazing. It was one of my favorite episodes of Theo Vaughn ever. And I fucking, she's hilarious. I love her podcast. I texted her and I was like, I would actually fall over and die to have you on my podcast if you're ever feeling like doing charity, LOL.
I love the way you asked someone. Yeah, that's good.
I set it up very much like you are so above this, but if you ever wanted to come stoop down to the slums, we're here and we'd love to have you, Brittany.
Yeah.
Whatever. And she said, OMFG, you know I love you, but my fans would literally stab and grill me on a campfire if I did.
Stab and grill me on a campfire.
Okay, so I saw this clip online, and a lot of people were asking me for my opinion of it, right? Now, I don't know who Theo Vaughn is, but I assume it's someone controversial because they're making the point that she went on that podcast, right? I don't know who Theo Vaughn is. They could walk past me in the street, and I would not know who it is. I literally do not know who it is. I assume it's someone controversial. Now, I've seen this clip and I've seen a lot of really angry feedback to it on both their behalfs. Now, here's my thing. Brittany Broski does not owe anyone to go on their podcast. However, Brittany Broski will go to parties and, be seen with Tana or be seen with these people. And inherently, it's fake to say that you don't want to, associate with them so publicly because your fans will kill you whenever you do it, every weekend at parties, right? I guess all these influencers are fake, right? Even the ones I like. I just don't care. The thing with Brittany that really bothered me about this is the way she said it. She said that, my fans would eat me alive for going on your... Sorry, the Diet Coke is... The burps are crazy right now. So he has a lot of race-based content. He's potty mouth content. He's a Republican. Okay, people don't like him in the chat. Okay, so I'm getting a general consensus of he's bad. So why couldn't she have done Tana's? Like, why are you associating with that if you're not associating with Tana? All right, so here's the thing. The way that Brittany set this up, or the way that Tana set this up was actually really great for, okay, people are saying that he's edgy. Okay. The way that Tana set it up was really great for Brittany. Brittany could have been like, oh, I'm busy, or, oh, I would love to, but I just don't have enough time to, or whatever. The fact that she texts back and was like, oh, my fans would eat me alive if I associated with you, or something like that. You're not only talking about Tana in that instance, you're also talking about Brooke, and it comes across like, that message comes across from an outsider's point of view, like Brittany thinks she's so above everyone, and that her podcast is so above everyone. And Brittany Broski has been involved in her own scandals as well. Like, as much as I love her, like, let's not forget that. More specifically, like, one of the more recent things that really made me side-eye Brittany Broski was when she posted that video about Palestine. I thought it was so disgusting, and I can say that I appreciate her podcast, and I can also appreciate that Brittany Broski is not a perfect person, or Brittany Broski doesn't have to necessarily be a great person. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Brittany Broski, a video from her close friends leaked, and it was her being like something along the lines, very loosely, I remember watching it a couple times, she had said something like along the lines of, why are people coming to me to talk about Palestine and Israel? Like, and she was making this big deal about, like, it's not my responsibility, like, I don't care, this kind of attitude, right? And it was the most disgusting video ever of just, like, privilege and, well, that doesn't affect me. And so Brittany Broski has been involved in her own shit. And for me, since that video of Brittany Broski and Palestine, Israel leaked, I have definitely side-eyed her, and I've definitely watched her significantly less. I don't think I've watched her podcast necessarily since that moment. It just was very tone deaf, and it was, you know, I can understand an influencer being like, well, I don't have anything to add to this, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't talk about it. I think everyone should be using their platform to educate the public on Israel and what they do and how evil of a state they are. And the foundation of Israel, just disgusting. And that the Palestinian people go through hell every single day because of Israel. And Israel are evil, and they do deserve to get called out. And we do deserve to continue talking about it. And literally just mentioning that the Palestinian people are being wiped out by Israel is not a controversial statement to say. And it's also not necessarily something that, as an influencer, you should be like, it's not my responsibility, I don't want to split my audience. That says more about you as a person if you're not willing to have a public opinion on it. I think that everyone should be, and if you educated yourself enough, you would realize that Israel are evil and that the Palestinian people are the ones that are being done horribly here, and how Israel are trying to completely erase the Palestinian people and the Palestine history. It's disturbing and it's disgusting. And I thought Brittany's video was so tone deaf and so just kind of like, you don't get it. You don't get it. So anyway, whatever. So and I've side-eyed Brittany since that. So I think that for Brittany to put herself on a pedestal against anyone, yes, Tana Mojo is so controversial. Yes, you know, these people that, you know, she can associate herself with her thing. But I mean, she goes out partying and she's seen with all these people. I've met Brittany and she was lovely. I met her at, and yeah, that is also important to know as well. What Israel is doing is a genocide. It's not a war. Israel, people go, oh, Hamas, Palestine, they started it. That's not true. Israel have been doing this for a very long time. And to expect that Palestine would not retaliate back, and also Hamas is not Palestine and the Palestinian people. There's two very separate things, by the way, and Israel are using the concept of Hamas to basically wipe out all of Palestine, because that is their aim. They don't care about Hamas. They're using that so that they can wipe out the Palestinian people. And if you educate yourself enough, you will realize that that's what's happening. And I think that the people that genuinely support Israel are kind of some of the most evil people in the entire world. And anytime I figure out that someone does support Israel, I lose all respect for them. I think, and they'll always be like, oh, well, if you educate yourself. Well, if you educate yourself, you'll realize what's actually going on. And you'll realize that they're trying to ethnically cleanse Palestine. So I think as an influencer, it's as easy as saying something like that, or it's as easy as acknowledging what's going on, rather than being like, it has nothing to do with me. Yeah, it does have nothing to do with you. I mean, you're a rich influencer who lives in a mansion and blah, 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 blah. But because something doesn't affect you doesn't mean that you shouldn't care about it. Or even if you don't care about it, you shouldn't talk about it. There's a responsibility that comes with that. So Brittany is not all innocent. And that's something to note. So don't hold yourself against anyone. And again, I understand. Sorry, so moving on, right? I understand why Brittany Broski would not want to go on the Cancel podcast. Tana Mongeau is very controversial. And even though Tana Mongeau is liked right now, that doesn't mean that Tana Mongeau is not going to be hated in a year's time. The same with Just Trish. It's why a lot of people don't want to go on Just Trish. Because, yeah, Trisha Paytas is liked now, but I mean, she's a really slippery slope that you never know what she's going to be like in a year, whether she's going to do something or something new comes up or whatever. So a lot of people don't like associating with these people out of that fear. And that's also fine. However, the way that Brittany said this just came across as like this elitist. And I think that's the problem. So.
And then I said, why? And she didn't answer me.
I really love her. I think she's so funny, but that really bothered me, actually.
I mean, that's literally, first of all, so rude just in general.
I just
that was
think,
true.
Say you're busy. Like, say you're busy. Don't say, like, my fans all hate you. Because, like, she has so many fans. And to say that, like, that entire group of people would stab and grill you on a campfire for associating with Canceled is, like,
which
crazy.
is, yikes.
Like, that you're basically saying that many people, like, look down on us and don't like us.
And I thought there was some crossover, like, because I love Brittany Broski.
There for sure is crossover.
Like,
for sure.
And if you're, like, Theo is controversial, like, I guess I just forget about my past, you know, and I'm like, okay, like, but we always have had that kind of relationship where when I see her, we have a lot of fun, but I know she doesn't want to be on the internet with me, and it, like, makes me feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, like,
that gives me, like a guy who doesn't want to be seen with you vibes. Like, it just is, like, feels icky.
I'm not saying everyone has to do the fucking Canceled podcast at all. This just reaffirms to me that no matter how well the podcast is doing, or like Jelly Roll wants to come on, or like someone huge wants to come on, or like, you know what I mean? Like that there's always going to be so much of the influencer space.
Someone said, Tana's podcast is literally called Cancelled. Tana literally always talks about how she's canceled and controversial. Now she acts like she has no idea. No, I don't think that there's a problem with that. I think the problem is with the way that Brittany said it, because yeah, there probably is so much crossover on their audience, you know what I mean? But it's the way that Brittany said it is the problem rather than the actual thing. Because again, I literally just said that, you know, to go on these podcasts, you know, you are associating yourself with people who've done really bad things, and that's a given. And some people don't want to do that. But to hold yourself above that when you've also done things is... And also, Brittany does go on a lot of controversial podcasts. Mainly men, to be fair. And there's something to note about that.
Base who wants nothing to do with us.
It's just rude to say, because even like you said, even if they don't want anything to do, you could, like you said, just like you get the hint, like ignore you, like whatever.
Yeah,
like,
but then it's like, in some ways, I'm like, okay, that's cool that she just straight up was honest and like said her actual reason. But also, it's kind of
mean. You could just be like, mean. Oh, I don't think, you know, our audiences would cross to say that.
Do you really?
Sorry, someone in the chat said, just want to address this real quick while I'm on the topic. Can't figure out where it is, but someone was like, yeah, but don't forget about Ukraine. No one's forgetting about that. However, the world came together at such a magnitude to support Ukraine and be against Russia. And what are the world doing when it comes to Palestine? Funding Israel. So that is the equivalent of the world coming together to fund Russia. This does not take away from what's happening to the people in Ukraine, but it's very, very, very... It's not necessarily the best thing to say when people are finally raising awareness for Palestine to be like, oh, but now we're not talking about Ukraine. They're two very separate things. They're two very separate things. You can acknowledge what is happening in Ukraine and you can send the support for Ukraine. However, the world came together to raise awareness and try help Ukraine. The world is coming together to try and help Israel. This is not the same thing. This is literally not the same thing at all. So, yes, Ukraine and Russia were in a war. Basically, Palestine and Israel, that's a genocide. That is not a war. That is a genocide. And not only is it a genocide, but it's being completely funded by your country and my country, and our fucking tax dollars and our world leaders are funding Israel. They weren't funding Russia. So they're two very separate things. They're two very, very separate things. My heart breaks for the people of Ukraine. And that is still going on right now. That is still going on. The people in Ukraine deal with that every single day. Every single day. And while it's not everything, you know, the world is trying to help them in some way of the unfortunate situation that they're in. Supplies, water, food, everything. It's not enough, but the world is trying. What are the world trying to do for the Palestinian people? Help Israel kill more of them. This is not the same thing. It is not the same thing at all. It's not the same thing. My heart breaks for the people of Ukraine. My heart breaks for the people there are people in Israel and there are people in Russia that do not stand behind what their country are doing as well. That's also important to note. There are people in Israel who so desperately do not want their country to ethnically cleanse Palestine. That's important to note. While I think Israel is evil, I don't think every person in Israel is evil, because that is a completely that is a completely wrong statement to make, and that is a completely ignorant statement to make. That is the same as me saying that I believe that Russia is evil, but I don't believe all the Russians are evil. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that they're not responsible for that. However, Israel is evil. Russia, you know what I mean? So, anyways. Wow, I can't believe I'm doing a Brittany Broski video here. I feel like I'm doing a completely separate video.
I mean, she knows her fan base better than anyone in the world. But do you really think that they would stab and grill her on a campfire for coming on the
I
campfire?
really don't think so, because I think a lot of those same like people, like the people who I would think watch her, like the people who watch like Cody Ko and like Fibula and like those kind of people, and I feel like we have a lot of those people.
And I always see, you know, those end of the year, like most watched podcasts. I always see you guys, like it's my podcast, and I see you guys with me, the Brittany Broski one, and Trixie and Katya. You know, those are like the four I see.
Yeah, and it's like if you were to look at like this listeners also like.
That's what I'm saying,
that's what it would be, you know what I mean?
So it's definitely not true, but also just like so rude even if it was true. And it's like.
So basically that is also a really good point, that Brittany was just being rude here for the sake of being rude. Like, Brittany Broski has went on controversial podcasts before. I think she was just looking down on Tana, and I can understand why Brooke feels a certain way about this, because she's also talking down to Brooke. Yeah, Brittany, this wasn't a great move. This really wasn't a great move.
Yeah, that makes me sad.
I honestly feel sad for like anybody who is that like conscious of like what people think.
And people like love you guys. You guys are like actually like so popular right now and so not problematic, and it's like. And even your problematic past is like not compared to the other people she's been on. You know what I mean? So it's just.
And again, I want to clarify this just one more time. Brittany Broski has every right to not want to do any person's podcast. The problem is just the way that she texts back, and then the fact that she'll go to parties and befriend Tana and stuff. You know, that is the problem rather than anything else.
Like
I was just thinking about like, you know what I mean? Like just stuff a lot of other people have done of the podcast she went on, like in comparison to like TanaCon or the things that I've done that are bad. But then again, like maybe her fans just think I'm corny or something, like completely, you know what I mean? Like just not.
What, has she talked to all like several million of her fans?
Just do a poll. And then
do you think she did a like Tana Mojo poll? Like
that actually, oh my God, it makes me want to cry actually thinking about it right now. Because if someone said that to me, I'd actually cry. I was like, oh my God, that makes me so sad. Oh,
I love you, Trish.
That's so awful.
It's just pregnancy hormones.
No, like Oh my God, that's like so weird. Actually, I hate it.
Okay, so someone's referencing the Brittany Broski thing from earlier. Brittany also has a right not to want to talk about certain issues. I feel that if you have a platform and you know that you could change things with your platform and that there is currently an entire nation of people that are being wiped out, and if you say something about it, it could change a couple thousand people in the way that they vote, that could change an outcome, and you choose not to do that, I do think that you're a bad person. It's the same way that I love Taylor Swift's music, but Taylor Swift dropped her phony act of caring about politics very conveniently. You know what I mean? Like, I can like people, and I can also just not really respect them as people. I love Taylor Swift's music. I don't really respect her as a person because I don't necessarily think she's a great person. I think that she's incredibly hypocritical, and I think that she doesn't use her platform, and she should. And there's people with way less platforms that use it in a way better way. And I think I look at Taylor Swift and I think, what a waste. Like, what a waste of a platform. She picks and chooses, and she picks and chooses based on audiences that she can pander to. And I think that it's incredibly ironic in the Miss Americana. Wow, I'm going crazy today. This stream's going to get me in so much trouble, but I don't care. They're my real opinions, so I'll double down on them. I think it's incredibly hypocritical that in the Miss Americana documentary with Taylor Swift, she, staged that entire, but daddy, I want to tell people not to vote for Trump. Where is she now? You know what I mean? She dropped that act real quick when she didn't need it. And I think that it's so ironic that in that clip of Taylor Swift, she's like, her dad's like, you're going to lose ticket sales. And she's like, I don't care. This is the right thing to do. If Taylor Swift spoke up about Palestine, she would probably lose a lot of ticket sales because people would go for the bullshit. You're anti-Semitic, which people have called me for saying fuck Israel, and I will stand behind Palestine. And by the way, there have been people on Reddit, there have been people on Twitter, in my YouTube comments, they have sent me private Facebook messages calling me anti-Semitic because I say that I hate Israel and I think that they're fucking evil, Israel, and that I support the Palestinian people and that they are being ethnically wiped out, and people being like, oh, well, you hate Jewish people. You're anti-Semitic. If that's immediately where your mind goes, you're not, in my eyes, intelligent enough to have a conversation about it. So don't really care to have a conversation with you. Anyways, if Taylor did that, she would be called what I was called. You're anti-Semitic. So then she would lose a demographic for her concerts. And that's why she's not speaking about it. And it's also the reason that people like Brittany Broski don't like speaking about important topics in the world, because they know that it will cause a rift in their audience and they want to maximize the consumer base. But I think at a certain stage, I would rather lose my entire audience than... I really would rather lose my entire audience than not speak up about Palestine. I think it has a lot to do with an Irish upbringing as well. And that we learn so deeply about the history of Palestine growing up in Ireland. And I'm very, very, very passionate whenever it comes to Palestine. So, anyways, it's a thing. You can like someone, but you can just not really respect them as a person. And again, I love Taylor Swift's music. I'm so excited for her new album on Friday. Do I think she's a great person? Not really. Do I love Brittany Broski's podcast? Yeah. Do I think she deserves the platform she has? Not really. So, don't really. I can separate them. So.
I hate it now.
It really bothered me too because I really like her too. So it actually kind of pissed me off.
And I thought she'd want to come on. I was like, yeah, I was excited.
And the reason I'm a little strange about it is like she's pretty offensive in her humor and stuff. Like a lot of the things she said, she's not like PC about her jokes at all or anything.
No.
So it makes me.
And she's had
weirded out.
That's what I was thinking. It's like if it's not the offensive or the problematic of it all, like you're just saying like I suck and your fans think we suck.
Yeah, she'll say kill yourself. She'll say like jokes like that and stuff to where I'm like, wait, she's not like careful about it.
She has been definitely canceled this year. Like people have canceled her for other stuff too. That's been pretty bad. So it's like
Trisha's referencing the Palestine thing here.
She's so funny.
I love her too, Brittany. Come on.
Well, I don't think
Although I don't want anyone on this podcast who doesn't want to be on here.
That's so fair.
It's just,
I mean, I'm like so happy for all of her success. And when I see her clips, like I'm so happy for her. And I think she's so funny. So I just was like, I want to.
You know what? It just makes us want to do better.
It's like, can we be better for Brittany Broski?
Yeah. I also think that like just that is the whole lore with canceled. Like I have to accept that the influencer space is the way it is, and there's always going to be the like 50% who want nothing to do with.
I think that's a great point as well. Someone said not wanting to get involved in politics is a privileged position. Yep.
This lore and this couch.
No.
I think as a person, if you only care about politics whenever it has something to do directly involved with you, I think that you're like a waste of a voice, of an opinion. Really? You need something to directly involve you?
Of course, but there's like.
I thought we were going through a major rebrand, honestly.
No, you are. You're like, you guys are like the it podcast. Like you guys get over 1 million views. Like it's actually crazy to see your like analytics, like all the stuff, like mainstream stuff you're doing. So it is definitely, you're in this rebrand era. So
It's just for some people and it's not for others though. And I
yeah,
have to
but
like,
you don't need to be. I mean, the crazy rudeness. It's one thing to be upfront and be like, "Ooh, I'm kind of scared to come on it," or whatever. And another thing to be like, "My fans will absolutely kill me if I do because you guys are so awful." Like that's crazy.
She really took it like far too. She's like,
Yeah.
they will literally jump in traffic, fucking slit their wrists. Like,
Oh my god, I don't know. Oh my god, that's actually so. When did that happen?
she's real for that though. She really is.
All right. And then I'm pretty sure as well, I saw online that I think Oscar from the Just Trish podcast had went on Reddit or something. Someone confirm or deny this. My nose is running like a bitch right now. I think Oliver, that is his name, right? For some reason, that doesn't seem right. Oscar had went on the Just Trish, or went on like the Just Trish Reddit, I think, and had said something along the lines of like Brittany didn't want to go on the Just Trish as well. I may be lying, but I think I saw that. And if that's the case, people were saying they were annoyed at that as well. Again, Brittany doesn't have to go on any podcast, but I think the way she talks about fellow females in the space, whether she intends to or not, she can kind of put them down, and it just comes across really fucking weird. All right, we'll leave it there. Goodbye. I have wanted to do that the entire video. Oh my god. That was crazy. Wow. That was intense. That was a lot. I really would love a tissue right now, but I don't have any around me. I was like, Oliver. And then I was like, wait, that's not right. That's not right. Yeah, please like the stream, everyone. I'd appreciate it. Keep the burp in the video. I'll not be doing that, but I appreciate that you would want so desperately for me to do that. Yeah, please like the stream. There's 1,000 people that are watching right now that haven't liked. Can y'all stop being so fucking lazy? All right, let me go grab a tissue because I like really need one. Oh my god. It's not a bathroom break, but it's a tissue break. Same shit. Hey. I'm back. Not snot break, Mom, please. Have some class. Wait. Hey. Do you want a girl talk? Do you want a girl talk real quick before we start the next topic? My nose is running like a fucking bitch right now. I also got a White Claw. I love a White Claw. Lunar, by the way, I'm gonna go on and see your DM later if you're still here. All right. Before we get to the next topic, let's do a little girl talk. Right. So, I went out one of the last nights, right? And my mom comments, "No, Mom, it's not too bad." No, it's also not going to take a while, I promise. I just want to give you a really quick rundown on what's been happening. So, anyways, one of my situationships ended. It's over. Over. Done. Right? I was really sad. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, my life is over. Blah, 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 blah. I've hit the last 4. Oh my God, Kelsey, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. So the situationship that I like really wanted to work out, the one I told you about constantly, didn't work out. It's over. Wow. Right. So I was like, I'm never going to speak to someone for like a couple months. Like I was like, I need to go into like a self journey. Right. And so me and my friend Rachel go out for a wine night. And me and Rachel don't know when to stop. Like we see each other maybe once a month or maybe like once every 2 months. So when we go out, we're like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to like go to dinner, go to wine, blah, 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 blah. It never just is that. Do you have a friend like that? For me, it's her. So we went to the wine bar. We went there for like a bottle of wine. Then we started bar hopping. Then we went to dinner. And then we got drinks at dinner. We went to a cocktail bar. And then it was 1 a.m. and all of the bars were closing because they're like 1 a.m. So we went to the gay club and sat up at the smokers area with a drink because we were like, this is kind of like a bar because we didn't want a club. Because also the gay club that I normally always went to, I don't know if there's anyone from Brighton here, but I always went to Revenge. Rachel, show it to me, please. I always went to Revenge, which is a gay club in Brighton. However, mama, I feel so old when I go to Revenge now because it's a bunch of like 18-year-olds and it just feels really weird to be there now. Like everyone is just so much younger than me. And I know that like that is the age for getting into clubs, but like, and I know I'm only 21, but there's just something really just, I do not like being in a club and I'm like, I'm surrounded by students right now. And I know that is like James Charles's like wet dream, but like for me, it makes me feel really old. And again, I'm aware that 21 is really young and I'm aware that all my friends are in their late 20s. Lol. But anyway, so I've kind of stopped going to the gay club because I've been like, it's getting a younger and younger demographic and I just need to like, I don't want to be a part of that. So anyway, see James Charles, it's that easy. So we went up to the smokers area and just kind of sat up there and chilled because they were open until like 4 or 5 a.m. So we were able to like drink for late. And James Charles is booking a ticket to Revenge right now. It's a quick-witted one, mum. So anyways, I've only been going to bars recently. And so me and Rachel are sitting up there and I'm wearing like this hoodie. I think I was wearing like this exact outfit. And I just kind of looked sloppy and lazy. And my friend Rachel was wearing like a hoodie and jeans as well. We're up at the bar and there's this guy and he's like in the distance. And I say to my friend Rachel, I'm like, oh my God, this is the most beautiful man I have ever seen in my entire life. And she was like, go talk to him. Keep in mind, we're both really drunk at this time. And I was like, no, like I normally dress up for the club. However, I think my casual vibe worked in my favor because he was dressed up and I was like casual, like whatever, like I don't want to be here kind of thing. So his friend group that he was with as well looked a little bit older. So me and Rachel were like, okay, he has to be similar age to us because like if someone even looks remotely younger than me, I literally can't. I'm like, I'm so scared of like talking to someone at the club and they're like, I'm 18 and I'm like, ah. So anyways, I say to my friend Rachel, I'm like, can you figure out if he's like our age? Because like his friend group looked cool as well. And she was like, well, how am I going to do that? And I'm like thinking about it and I'm like, how are we going to do this? Like, how can we figure out if these people are like above the age of like 21? Because like, I don't like hanging out with anyone that's like younger than me. So I was like, and Rachel's like 25 or something, right? So I'm like trying to think of something and he's so gorgeous in the distance. And I'm like, ugh. So anyway, I see that he has these cigarettes from Japan. And the reason I remember them is because me and my friend Aoife bought them when we were in Osaka. They're like these cigarettes, not promoting smoking, by the way. I'm just saying that this is what the story went. It's like these cigarettes and they have like a little filter here and there's 2 little balls that you pop and they release a flavor. And so I saw this packet and I went, I remember it. So I briefed my friend Rachel and I was like, blah, 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 these cigarettes, blah, blah, blah. Go ask them for one, say you love them, blah, 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 blah. And then like figure out if they're like our age. Like ask if they're like in college or they're working. Because that's normally how you figure out. And so Rachel goes up. She like goes straight over. And what does fucking Rachel do? She immediately is like, oh, I don't, they go to offer her a cigarette and she goes, oh, I don't smoke. And then she walks back and comes back and I'm like, Rachel, you go, dude. So she goes back again and they're talking. And then she finally got the brief about the cigarette and they both come over. And I later find out that he had said to Rachel, who's your friend? Who's your friend? Who knows that Madison Beer video? Who's your friend? And so he came over to speak to me. And then I was like, oh, yes. Like Rachel like initiated it. And then he came over. Anyways, great news, you guys. He's older than me. Phew. Oh my God. I was so nervous that he was going to be like younger than me, because even if he was 20 or 19, no. Mama Mucker does not play when it comes to that. Mama Mucker needs a 21-year-old plus. I am 21. They need to be my age or older. Also, even whenever I was 20, I didn't even like seeing 19-year-olds because they're so fucking immature. Anyways, he's older than me and he's like 26 or 25 or something, right? Not too old. And he's not allergic to dogs. That was the other one, who's still very sweet. We still like him. I saw him at the bar a couple days ago. Anyways, we have a great night at the club. He goes down like partying and then keeps coming up like every 20 minutes to like sit with us because we didn't want to party. And then the next day, it was one of my friends was doing a show at a gay bar. And I basically messaged him and I was like, hey, like me and my friends are going to this. Like I'm going to be there with all my friends, so it might not be your vibe, but like just to let you know, here's where I'm going to be. And we didn't really like talk about it, whatever. So I show up at the event, right? And he's standing outside the event. Like he showed up before me to the event. Which I thought was really sweet. He made the effort to like be there and like not really let me know. And he was outside waiting for me. So then he comes in and he sits with me and my friends. I have never had someone make such an effort with my friends. Guys, like my friends adored him, loved him so much. And I was like, he's so cool and so sweet. Like he has this like kind of just like edgy vibe. And I was all to my friends. I was like, oh my God, I would even just want to be friends with him because he's so fucking cool. Like he's so cool. Like his style is really great. He lives, or I don't know if he's from or he lives in Taiwan. He's just really fucking cool. So I was like, even if I'm just gonna be friends with him, like I need to be friends with him because he's cool as fuck. So anyways, that's currently happening. The allergic one, we're still speaking with him. However, that's not going to progress anywhere because I cannot be with someone who's going to be allergic to my dogs. And then there's, yeah. So anyway, all I'll say is that for the first time in my life, I'm currently speaking to, I'm not going to tell you about the other one. Other two. There are currently 4 contenders. And I have never done this in my entire life. I have it's one of my worst traits, like we've talked about. I will start talking with someone and I get so attached and I get so obsessed. And then I'm just freezing a lot apparently. I get so obsessed and I just need to see them. And I'm like, what are we? After 3 dates. And so after the last situationship that I got really emotionally involved with, after that ended, I was like, I cannot do this again. I cannot do this again. I cannot put all of my eggs into one basket anymore. And so this time around, we're just going on dates with a few people and just seeing how we feel. And you know what's crazy? It's actually making me normal. Because whenever I'm in a dating situation, I'm crazy because I get so emotionally involved. However, because there's multiple to it's kind of making me more normal. Because I'm not emotionally involved in one person. I'm kind of emotionally involved in 4 people. So anyways, I've never been like this in my entire life. And it's I think it's helping my anxious attachment style. Does anyone know why Adam doesn't have a join button? Let me give you money. That's very sweet. I don't have it because I'm only like now getting into streaming and I wouldn't want anyone to put any money into it. But thank you so much. That's a very sweet offer. So anyways, I messaged my friends about it and I was like, okay, and then we're going to end this topic. I was like, I don't really know what to like do with this because I kind of feel bad about the fact that like this is, you know, I'm kind of like going on dates with like a couple different people. And then my friend was like, by the way, this is what everyone does. And by the way, this was what the situationship that you were like so head over heels with was doing to you. And I was like, whoa, that's so true. That's so true. The situationship that I was really involved with, or it wasn't a situation, please, it was not a situationship. And if that man ever heard me call it a situationship, I think he'd probably murder me. It was not a situationship. It was not that deep to have a situationship. But anyway, I'm not gonna say that. He was seeing other people when we were like casually seeing each other, obviously because we were only casually seeing each other. And so then I was like, wait, this is just what people do. I don't like it. I don't like casually dating. However, I think it's making me more normal. Because I don't know, it's helping me out in a little bit. I think it's kind of making me like more mellow. But again, you're aware of how I think about hookup culture. You know how I feel about dating culture, specifically these days. However, I feel like I'm forcing myself out of my comfort zone for the fact of like teaching myself something. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll be on stream tomorrow crying. Who knows? So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let's get on to the next topic. I told you girl talk wasn't going to be that long. But yeah, I hate girl talk. I hate casual dating. I hate girl talk. It's just not for me. However, I'm really trying to like do it because everyone else is doing it. And if you can't beat them, fucking join them. If you can't beat them, bitch, fucking join them. Yeah, and I have noticed that my emotions overall are less intense whenever I've spread people out. It sounds so bad to say, but everyone does it. Everyone does it. Like, I'm not going to be ashamed for it because everyone fucking does it. Like, the last guy that I liked, he was doing it. One of the guys before that was doing the exact same thing. Like, everyone does it. I hate it. I hate that people do that. I would rather like you like fall for someone and then like by like a month you're like dating or whatever like that. That doesn't fucking happen anymore. And I've done so many fucking sit down videos where I'm like, oh, I just wish for this to happen. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna fucking join all y'all other whores. So anyway, can't beat him, I'll leave. So someone just said. All right, let's go into the next topic. What do I want to do next? Should we do the... Okay, wait. You can choose what we're going to do next. I'm actually not going to do it. I will do a poll. Karma's a bitch. You should have known. Jodi... Okay, that's not how you spell her name. Jodi Ribby questioned by police. Number 1. Number 2 is Alexa, Nikolas, Drake, Bell, drama, generational trauma. The next is James Charles's new song, generational trauma. What is the other one? This is the last option. Oh, Jesus. Kevin, Franke, suing Jodi. All right. Go vote in the poll. Go vote in the poll. We have Jodi and Ruby questioned by the police. Alexa Nikolas defending Drake, or I don't know what she's doing. Kevin, Franke suing, or James Charles' new song. Go vote. By the way, we're not listening to James Charles' new song. He's posted a TikTok about it, and then we're going to read the lyrics. So don't get your hopes up. It's not that exciting. But, I mean, it's so exciting. Please watch. All right, I'm going to wait until we get to 1,000 votes. So go vote. Go vote. Karma's a bitch. You should have known better. I'm going to my first wedding in next week. Mom, are you able to Send me those sits, by the way, please. 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 Karma's a bitch. You should have known better if I had a wish. All right. Someone said I want to bully James' vocal ability. The problem is we can't play the song. We're going to have to watch the TikTok on mute, make fun of it, and then the lyrics. The wedding is in Brighton. Okay, thank you, Mom. Am I the groom? That is not. No. Alexa's not defending Drake. I just don't know what's happening yet. I haven't watched it yet. When I say I don't watch these videos before stream, I mean it. Please. All right. Okay, it's taking too long to get 1,000 votes, so I'll just do it at 700. But James is winning. Yippee. Down on the West Coast, they got their iPhones. Your love, your love, your love. I can see my baby swinging. Blah, 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 blah. I was a singer. Wait. Okay, wait. I'm just going to give it another second. Does anyone know this? I was in the winter of my life. Wait, I wonder if anyone's going to know this. And the men I met along the road were my only summer. At night, I fell asleep with visions of myself dancing and crying with them. 3 years down the line of being on an endless world tour, and my memories were the only things that sustained me, and my only real happy times. I was a singer, not a very popular one. I once had dreams of becoming a beautiful poet, but upon an unfortunate series of events saw those dreams dashed and divided like a million stars in the sky that I wished over and over again, sparkling and broken. But I don't really mind because I knew that it takes getting everything you ever wanted, then losing it, to know what true freedom is. When the people I used to know found out how I'd been doing and how I'd been living, they asked me why, but there's no use in talking to people who have a home. They have no idea what it's like to seek safety in other people, for home to be wherever you lie your head. I was always an unusual girl. My mother told me I had a chameleon soul, no moral compass pointing due north, no fixed personality, just an inner decisiveness that was as wide and as wavering as the ocean. And if I said I didn't plan for it to turn out this way, I'd be lying. Because I was born to be the other woman, who belonged to no one, who belonged to everyone, who had nothing to gain, who had nothing, who wanted everything, with a fire for every experience, an obsession for freedom that terrified me to the point that I couldn't even talk about, and pushed me to a nomadic point of madness that both dazzled and drizzled me. Every night I used to pray that I'd find my people, and finally I did, on the open road. We had nothing to lose, nothing to gain, nothing we desired anymore, except to make our lives into a work of art. Live fast, die young, be wild, and have fun. I believe in the country America used to be. I believe in the person who I become. I believe in the freedom of the open road, and my motto is the same as ever. I believe in the kindness of... This is long as fuck. I believe in the kindness of strangers, and when I'm at war with myself, I ride. I just ride. Who are you? Are you in touch with all your darkest fantasies? Have you created a life for yourself where you can experience them? I have. I am fucking crazy, but I am free. Ah! I love that monologue so much. I love that monologue so much. It's the intro of Ride by Lana Del Rey. She goes, I am fucking crazy, but I am free. Hey, it's not cringy when you're hearing her do it. I actually cry whenever I hear her do it. She goes, I was a singer, but not a very good one. All right. What one? Okay, James song one. James and then Alexa. I'm opening a White Claw for this. Colleen's new manifesto. I'm tired of feeling like I'm fucking crazy. I'm tired of driving till I see stars in my mind. Oh, I love that song so much. I forced my mom not to listen to that one, but to listen to Venice Beach our entire time that we go to LA. I'll be like, Mom, she wrote this song about Venice Beach. And then I'll take her to Venice Beach and be like, Mom, she wrote it here. How does Venice Beach go again? Oh, it's the best song of all time. Oh, give me. It's like, dun, fresh out of Fox Forever. Live scream, ice cream for you. Wait, was it? Oh God, miss you on my lips. It's me, a little Venice bitch. Calling out with the neighborhood kids. Calling out, bang bang, kiss kiss. Oh, I love this song. And it's like, if you weren't mine, I'd be jealous of you. Oh, I love that song so much. All right, let's do this James Charles fucking song. God, he looks terrifying. Sorry. All right, are we ready? Thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not dream. All right. I wish Venice Beach was that magical. Venice Beach is that magical, Meegs. It takes looking past the smell of piss and a lot of other things about it to really appreciate it. Venice Beach is actually one of my favorite places in the entire world. And for me and my mom to agree on something like that. Now, what I will say, I don't know if my mom remembers this. The last time I was at Venice Beach with my mommy, Mom, do you remember we went into that cafe and we sat by the wall and we were like, piss at our feet of the entire outdoor restaurant. And like, it was too late to leave the restaurant. Ugh. It was so disturbing. It was really disturbing, actually. What did I get? I got loaded fries. You know what I'm so loving these days? Calamari. I'm loving fried calamari. I wonder if I could persuade any of my friends to go and get some with me later. I go and get fried calamari and I do a glass of wine. And I'm just like... I've been seeing Cody Tyler pop up on TikTok. I'm like, crazy bitch alert, crazy bitch alert. All right, let's do this James thing. Jump scare. Trauma, generational trauma. Hi, muckers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very, very, very well because I'm pretty sure I'm going to ruin your day with this video. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Such a lovely place, isn't it? All right, so James Charles is teasing a new song. No, James did release a song. Sorry, I currently have this image in front of me and it's just quite jarring. So James Charles released a song, I think a couple weeks ago, and I've still yet to listen to it. Nor do I want to listen to it. I'm going to be honest. I don't really think of James Charles and I go, I would love to hear more. Whoa, 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 or bring me a little water now. Like I've been overexposed to so much James Charles over the years that, oh wait, actually I want to pull something up. Anyone remember this? I posted this on my Finsta. Come follow if you want. It's called McIntyre's Dump. A message from James Charles. It's a really lucrative role. It's called My Boyfriend. Requirements? 6'2" plus. 6'2" plus? What? That's crazy. Must love escape rooms, horror movies, and cuddling. Big dick. Armpit hair. An occasional FaceTime call. The salary is $0, but it's a really good offer, I think. Perks include a cute boyfriend with a great personality and a huge ass. Free living in a $10 million house in LA. Fun travel opportunities. Good head. And more. No. I haven't seen this in quite some time. However, it popped up on my camera roll a couple days ago, and it was like, remember these good times? And it was one of these photos. You know when your photos makes like a slideshow, and it's like dun, 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 and it was like your trip. It was, what did it say? It was like your trip to LA 2020 or something like that. And I clicked on it, and it was a bunch of photos of like me and my mom, me and my friend Kat, me at like different restaurants, me in LA, and then it was this, and I just like ruined anyway. But before I get to the song, and the song is about being used by men, so we may as well focus on this a little bit, and also it's just really funny. There's really no need for me to bring this up in the video other than just humiliating him further. It's just really funny. I'm just gonna leave it on the screen for a bit, actually. Let's just go through it before we get to the song. I know you may think that I'm trying to like bulk out the video by including this. I'm going to be honest. I just think it's really funny that this exists. And I just kind of would love to kind of put it out in the atmosphere again. We have too many people forgot about this. It's just really embarrassing. Like, I would never send a message like this, number one. But if I ever sent a message like this and it leaked online, you will never hear from me again. You will never hear from me again. Must have armpit hair and an occasional FaceTime call. What is so crazy about this is he's reaching out to these like men or boys for relationships, and he's saying like all he wants is an occasional FaceTime call. Like, listen, I've been down bad before. Like, I've been down bad for people who like don't want me, but I've never ever been like, please show it to me, Rachel. I've never been like, wow, my brain is really rotted. I just say words and it like triggers something else about like an online meme. Show it to me, Rachel, please. The internet is ruining me. Anyway, I would never in my down baddest states, I would never be like, please, just an occasional FaceTime call. Please. Just please. And then also for James Charles, yeah, I'm leaving this on the screen just so you can just enjoy it. What is crazy is that to get a boyfriend, he is literally saying that you'll get to live free in my $10 million house in LA. You'll get to travel for free and more. How bad of a personality do you have that one of your biggest things for someone wanting to date you is free living? Anyways, so James had released a song a while ago, and I didn't listen to it, didn't talk about it, didn't care. He was like in his back garden singing it or something. Didn't care. Now, he's posted this video, and it's him walking through Coachella, and he's playing his new song, which is called Can We Just Be Friends? Which, by the way, I think Ariana Grande, our little home wrecking queen, we love her for it. I think Ariana Grande has given us such a good, we can be friends, but I'd like to just so good. So for James Charles to come out, and obviously two very different levels, for James Charles to come out with like a Can We Just Be Friends song right after Ariana came out with one of like the greatest, like, wait until you like me again. And like, what is it, like, wait for your love nowhere. That song actually came out whenever I was going through a man rejecting me. I like refused to listen to it for a while. It's crazy. Anyway, we can't listen to the song because you know his ass is going to strike me down. But it's probably even more awkward if we can just add commentary to him walking around. So this is him lip syncing along. Thank you, Allie. This is him lip syncing along to his song at Coachella while people are just sitting and absolutely no one is looking at him, actually, which is really interesting. Like, this hair is that a wig? Literally no one is taking him on. You know what I just realized looking at that bright ass eyeshadow? No one really talks about his makeup brand, Painted, anymore, don't they not? Did that just like, wow, that makeup is crazy. So anyway, he's walking around and it's like a super heartbreaking song about like, you don't want me, you don't Actually, while this video plays, I'm going to keep this video up on a loop, and I'm going to read you the lyrics, just so you can get the vibe, okay? Okay. Let me read you the lyrics. They say insanity is just to do something different about 1,000,000 times, and hoping it comes out differently. I guess that I'm just insane. Are you entertained? You said I was beautiful, that your emotions were available. Yeah, the long nights, long flights. You were feeling it. Then you promised that I wasn't just an experiment. You said you've never done this before. Same breath. Said you want this for sure. So I said, can we go to bed? And you said, can we just be friends? Womp womp. Womp womp. Womp womp. Womp womp. Anyways, so actually, they say insanity is just to do something different about 1,000,000 times and hope it comes out differently. I guess that I'm insane. Are you entertained? You said that I was beautiful, that your emotions were available. Yeah, the long nights, long flights. You were feeling it. Then you promised I wasn't just an experiment. You said you've never done this before. Same breath said, you want this for sure? So I said, can we go to bed? And you said, can we just be friends? Now, my favorite thing is that one of the lyrics is catching long flights or whatever. And one of the perks of being his boyfriend is fun travel opportunities. All right, here's the thing. I saw Peter Mon made a video on this yesterday, and I loved it. I thought it was so funny. And he was like breaking down the lyrics, and he was like talking about sobriety and like the concept of insanity and stuff. Here's the thing. I don't care enough to do that. I just think it's funny. And I think it's funny without having to like explain, you know what I mean? I just think I love this new era of like YouTubers trying to like release this what do you call it? Like deep music, you know what I mean? Like it's one of my favorite things. It's like when YouTubers release books, you know what I mean? But they all are like musicians now, or they're DJs. Yeah, the song is, if this is self-written, we don't know if it is or not. It's all about very clearly someone friend zoning you, which, you know, normally happens if you go after children or straight men. But there's something like, wow, this look is really just... There's something so great about Ariana's version of this song, like We Can't Be Friends, like I just said, that like his version of it is just like, and you know whenever someone wants so deeply to be taken seriously as an artist, hey Gabby, there's something so deep within me that just wants to do the opposite. I hope I don't end up like him. Sorry, that might sound really mean. Hear me out. Also, I can say this because he's literally texted kids before. But anyway, I hope I don't end up like him. Like, one of my biggest fears is like getting into like my mid-20s and like all I'm focused on is like situationships. And I know this is really common. Like, I have so many friends that are like this as well. But I'm like, oh, I hope I'm settled down by that stage. I want a kid by 30. I don't want to be doing this at 30. Well, don't really have anything else to add to that. And I also cannot watch this video anymore. That hair is pretty crazy, though. Anyway, so James Charles is releasing a new song about being friend-zoned. Wonder who he's talking to there. Either little boys or straight men. There we have it. We'll leave it there. Wait. What were his other fits, actually? Didn't last Coachella he was, like, assless? Let's see his outfits, actually. Let's see if I like them. Wow, that fucking BBL. Oh, the BBL. Listen, I'm being very cautious here because this is like treading the line of body shaming, and I don't want to do that. And I'm not saying this in a body shaming way, but I'm just saying that the BBL is just a lot for his body shape. Maybe that's just like, that's constructive criticism. What other outfits did he do? Coachella day 1 outfit. Come on, give us an outfit I like. I'd wear the top half. I don't like this, but I'd wear the top half. See, I can be nice. Oh, it was a wig. Thank God. Why did he wear it? I don't understand why he wore a wig. Wait, why did he... I don't understand the purpose of the wig. I was about to say he loves posting with his body out, but I literally do that on Instagram, so... That's like when Selena Gomez was like, I don't want to see your bodies on Instagram, and then post hers. That's literally me. I don't want to see your bodies on TikTok. I just post my ass on fucking Instagram all the time. Coachella day 3, get ready with me. Okay, show us the outfit. Oh, is this the one I like? Oh, this... I don't like this. The BBL really is crazy. When did he get it? Did you eat your Coachella outfits this year? Right. Well, okay. So, a lot to take in there. Don't really know what else to add. That is a lot of information. But yeah. Oh, I did see Peter Mon. Oh, wait, actually, before I go, I did see Peter Mon said this, and I thought this was really interesting. So this is from Peter Mon's video, right? So I'm stealing this from Peter Mon, so all credit goes to him. He was talking about the fact that James Charles's first cancellation, and probably the main reason that James Charles like gets talked about even to this day, was because of Coachella. Remember, with the sugar bear hair, that's what started everything at Coachella. So it's interesting that he continuously goes back there if he has such trauma from that time period of Coachella. Peter said that, and I was like, pretty good point. Anyway, we'll leave it there because there's not really much more to say about James Charles. Bye. What is it with rich people wearing rags as high fashion? It can be done nice. Not like that, though. All right, let's do the Alexa Nikolas thing, because that won the second part of the poll. This video just came out as well, so I really don't know. I would really have loved to have watched this before. But let's get to it. Generational trauma. By the way, I hope you guys are noticing, people were complaining that there were so many ads on the streams, and I know that that is literally like my job, and like I should be putting more ads. I want you to know that I turned the setting down to mild. It was like mild, something, moderate, aggressive, and it was on aggressive. And obviously I don't do memberships or anything like that. And this is kind of like my way of like, this being my job is like to do like live streams and stuff. But a lot of people were complaining about it, and I want you to know that I turned it down to mild. So I'm hoping at a bare minimum that you're experiencing less ads. It was on aggressive, but I've turned it down to mild now. I hope it's like changing a little bit. I'll see if it affects like the overall like takeaway of the stream too much, and if it does, maybe I'll consider doing memberships or whatever, but I don't think I need to for right now. Don't think I need to. I think like, if I'm being completely transparent with you, I think the streams are like for fun. Like, I don't really have to do the streams, but I think that they're really fun. If I'm like, okay, wait, let me tell you like the truth of what goes on here. So I don't necessarily make that much money from streaming, specifically on YouTube, like not really at all, which is why I upload them. So streaming is a fun way of being able to like connect, and I would be doing this anyway, you know what I mean? Like, if I was sitting down here, I just wouldn't be talking right now. I'd be filming the video and then uploading, filming the video, uploading. So it's kind of a way of giving long form content, but also like being involved in the process. And I really enjoy the back and forth. And I realized that whenever I do videos, whenever I'm on stream versus when I do them when I'm not on stream, I actually feel like I'm more into it, because there's like an audience, if you will. So the way I make money on YouTube is the re-uploads of the streams, which is why there's always so many. But streaming on Twitch made a lot of money, but streaming on YouTube really doesn't make that much money, if I'm being completely transparent with you. But the re-uploads of the stream is how I get to continue this being my job. So when people watch the re-uploads, it's always very appreciated. But also the re-uploads get more views than the stream. So anyone that's here right now is just like a real one. All right, let's watch this Alexa thing. A lot of people ask me how streaming and money works. That's how it works. Twitch made a lot of money streaming, I'm going to be honest, because of memberships. And I know that there is memberships on YouTube, but it just seems kind of like, I don't like the idea of it. All right, let me move this up right here. All right. So, should we do the Alexa Nikolas thing? It's actually hot as balls in this room right now. Twitch was fun with the music, but, you know, there's more negatives to Twitch, I think, than positives. I think less people watch the Twitch. People don't get notified for Twitch. People have to pay more money, I think, on Twitch to watch. The ads are more aggressive on Twitch. I think YouTube is better overall. So the way that I continue doing YouTube streams is I just re-upload them. But I also think it's really fun. I also think, like, streaming is just really fun. I think, like, I can't believe there was a time on YouTube where I didn't stream. Like, because also I came live right now and I didn't know what to talk about. And literally all topics tonight have been from all of you people. So this is why streaming is really beneficial, I'm going to be honest. But anyway, let's get to the Alexa Nikolas things. My nose is running again. Oh, why is this so loud? All right, let's begin. Also, please like the stream. We're almost at 1,000 likes. Hi, muckers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm currently live whenever I'm filming this. Actually, my nose is still fucking itchy. Fuck. Dude, I have such bad allergies. This is the first season I have allergies. My eye keeps swelling up every fucking morning, and I have to hold ice to it and get, I have to take, like, whatever, the fucking Purties or something now. Fuck, I have such bad allergies this year. Hi from Manchester. Are you actually from Manchester, or are you making a Madonna Manchester joke? If you are, hey, I'll be there in a couple days. Let's party. Hi, muckers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very, very, very well. Okay, I'm currently live, and a lot of people have sent me that Alexa Nikolas has just posted a video addressing... The thing is called Alexa Nikolas Addresses the Drake Bell video in all capitals. And... Oh, sorry, was I just frozen that entire time? Sorry, I'm doing a freeze frame, actually. I'm not frozen. It's part of the gig. It's part of the gig. It's part of the gig. Anyway, I'm really glad to see this, actually, because I did see a lot of people tag me and stuff when it comes to Alexa, and I've been very supportive of Alexa, and Alexa was very lovely to me during the Colleen time, and I'm profusely, big word, actually, I'm profusely grateful for that. And I have a lot of respect for what she does in speaking up for victims, and I have a lot of respect for her whenever it comes to speaking up for child stars, and I just have a lot of respect for her. One thing that kind of stood out for me a little bit that I was kind of like, was that on the Quiet on Set documentary, obviously Alexa Nikolas was involved in it and Drake Bell was involved in it. And I was getting tagged so much that Alexa Nikolas in the past has, you know, made videos about Drake Bell and Drake Bell's allegations, and that they were all starting to get deleted around the time when the Quiet on Set documentary was, you know, coming to be made. And I'm going to be honest, I side-eyed it a lot. You know my opinion on Drake Bell. I think that Drake Bell can be a victim and an abuser at the same time. I do think he is a victim and an abuser. I think it's devastating what happened to him as a child, and I think it's devastating what he's done to other people. There was also a lot of people commenting on my videos saying that Drake Bell used to come to their college and kiss people. Don't know how true that is, but also one of my friends who's a journalist has also told me that that used to happen. And there's like a lot of stories. I don't know how true that is, so I'm just gonna say allegedly. But there's a lot of stories behind the scenes about Drake Bell that are about to come out. So whenever I double down on my distaste for Drake Bell, just also want to let you know that there's a lot of stories brewing behind the scenes that are about to come out against him. So not everything that I say is just based on public opinion. And I'm never going to be the one to say what is actually about to come out, because that is up to the people. But just know that there's just a lot of stuff about Drake Bell. So anyways, Alexa Nikolas was on Nickelodeon as a child star and was very heavily involved in the Quiet on Set, and is a part of Eat Predators, and has a YouTube channel where she talks about the dangers of the entertainment industry, specifically for children, and I think she does a great job at that. So I am very interested to see this video where she's addressing the deletion of her coming at Drake Bell after they were on the documentary together. Anyways, let's see it.
Oh, I know people are like, Twitter is toxic. It really is. Elon Musk really put the X in toxic. He really did, didn't he? I was always wondering what the X was for. And then lately I'm like, for toxic? That's what it is. It's a bunch of people like bashing each other. That's all it's become. And then some good things, spreading of information, sure. But so many people tearing each other down. For what? What does that do? Nothing. It actually just repeats the cycle of it. And now people feel justified and anonymous to go and try and tear each other down. And seeing how people have been treating Survivor.
Okay, I want to give you a little bit of context on what she's talking about right now. So this is one of the things she's talking about. So Alexa released merch, and I saw a lot of people talking about this. She released a shirt that says Sickelodian. Is it still available to buy? Oh, it is. Okay. So she released merch right after Quiet on Set, and a lot of people had a problem with it. This has 3 million views, and it has 1.7 thousand quote replies and only 300 likes, which means that our girl got ratioed. And the replies are not great. They're not great. It's just a lot of people doing question marks. Girl, what? I don't want to read these things because I don't want it coming from my mouth, but just a lot of people saying, like, you're joking. Like, okay, people are just posting Trisha's shit, so I can't even go through this. But basically, it's... people are just saying things like this. Oh, that's not... you cannot be serious. People are not loving it. People are saying that she's attempting to profit off of other sexual abuse and harassment. So people are just not... So anyway, that's what she's referring to whenever it comes to Twitter.
It's been very disappointing. And like people are like, oh, so why'd you delete the Drake Bell video? I'll tell you why I deleted the Drake Bell video. I deleted it because I was reading from an article that had false information in it. It said he was a registered SO. And that's where my basis was coming from. And it really pissed me off because that doesn't help survivors. That does the opposite. I want to read from things that are like factual and then go eat a predator. I don't like when like media outlets do that shit. I don't like it. Took it down because I didn't like that article that I was reading from. And I wanted to make another video. I did. That's more factual and really says how I feel. And then I was getting harassed from it, and now I don't really feel up to it, okay? As a survivor, I don't feel up to it. But to have people tell me what I think about it or how I feel about it, you don't know me, I didn't like that. And I wanted to make a video from a factual space where I wasn't being like told what something was. I wanted to know what it was and eat a predator. But then I'm the problem. Got harassed weeks on end. So I'm not gonna make one. And I don't owe anyone anything. As a survivor, we don't owe anyone anything.
Okay. So, you know my thoughts on Alexa, but I have to be honest here. I have to be honest here. I do have to be honest here. Alexa is a part of something very big in calling out people that are predatory towards children. Alexa in the past has called Drake Bell out for those things, then deleted the video and is saying that the reason is because it was inaccurate. Alexa Nikolas is on the Quiet on Set documentary, which is very, very, very heavily featuring Drake Bell. So Alexa Nikolas is, in a sense, promoting Drake Bell, kind of like, you know, you're working together and, you know, so does, in only my opinion, does Alexa Nikolas have a responsibility to also speak about things that come out about Drake Bell to make the rest of what you talk about valid? Yeah. Because is my mic cutting out for you? Or is it my earphones? Whoa. Can you still hear me? Did that fuck up for you? Sorry, people are saying their Alexa's going crazy. Alexa, play Mariah Carey. Alexa, full volume. Is my mic fine? Or does it keep going in and out? I think it might be fine. It might just be my earphones again. Anyways, it sounds fine in my ears now. I do believe that she has a responsibility. I understand and appreciate that you don't have to make a video for anybody, and I can understand if you're being harassed, which she is, how you wouldn't want to make a video kind of as like a fuck you, you know, fuck you. However, to make a video about Drake Bell, delete it, and then do a documentary where both of you are heavily featured in it, it is not a great look. And oh god. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh my god. Ooh. It's coming across dishonest. I'm gonna listen to a little bit more, but to say, ooh, my hands are sweating actually. To say that, actually, I'm just gonna say my opinion, double down on it, whatever. To say that, oh, I was gonna make a video about Drake Bell, but now I'm not going to because I'm being harassed. I understand that could be the reason, but it also seems like a great way of evading the fact that Drake Bell has been called out for things and you're now heavily associating with him and you don't want to have to talk about what he's actually being accused of. That's my opinion. Casey said, I feel like Alexa usually has good takes, but I think this shirt alongside the Drake Bell thing is making me a bit uncomfortable. Feels off. That is my opinion of it. I understand being harassed and not wanting to make a video, but I think from an integrity point of view, you should want to also educate your audience on what Drake Bell has been accused of, whether it comes to the things with children, the things he's pled guilty to, the abuse that his ex-girlfriends have accused him of from throwing down the stairs, all these different things. So we're going to continue hearing her video.
It feels good to say that. I took it down. I was going to make another one, but I got bullied and harassed in a way.
People are commenting and being like, well, she has spoken about Drake Bell since the doc. She doesn't support him. But I don't understand because she's saying here that she was going to speak about him, but she didn't. So I'm confused.
I don't even want to touch it ever again. Oh. By survivors. People enabling my stalker, for example. So disturbing. I'm actually speechless. So I'm done with that. I'm not revisiting it. I know exactly how I feel about it, and I don't want to talk about it. I got
It's not a great look, I'm going to be honest. whether she wants to admit it or not, after this documentary, she is associated with Drake Bell now, who has accusations against him on things that Alexa would call other people out for. But because she's being harassed for being associated with Drake Bell, which is what all this is stemming from, she's now saying, well, I'm not going to make it because fuck you guys. However, that's an easy way of not having to address that you've associated with someone who does things that you call other people out for. Kat said, watch the whole video, damn it. Will you let me fucking give commentary, damn it? If you want to go watch the fucking video without any stops, go and watch the video. We're here to fucking process and add commentary to it, Kat. Kelsey, thank you so much. The thing is, survivors can also be perpetrators. Yeah, that is true.
Got bullied out of being able to talk about it. What does that do? Then there was all these conspiracies and misconceptions and this and that. I was like, oh my God. What I just don't personally like is misinformation. For example, I comment on that TikTok thing because that was false. You had somebody on TikTok saying like Drake like covers up his tattoos to go hang out with minors by the ruins. This doesn't help survivors. Conspiracy theories, weird things like this, it doesn't help. I don't like it. And it was actually, I thought, very problematic because now some girl has to go on TikTok being like, I wasn't broomed. What? Let's talk about actual brooming. And let's not put people in a scenario where they are having to go onto TikTok and say that was their unalive cousin. I mean, that was wild. Someone put an emoji on top of someone's face who happened to be the girl's DEAD cousin. That I don't like, okay? There's things that I stand for and there's things that I do not like. That I really don't think is appropriate. I don't think it's helpful. And I actually think it's part of the problem. So I commented on it. I took a stand. I was going to take a stand about how I felt about Drake Bell, but I got bullied. So no. And that's the end of that with me.
I can understand. I can understand this point of view, but it's not coming across that authentic to me. If I'm being 100% honest. I think it's an excuse to not have to talk about the bad things that Drake Bell has done. And the other things about Drake Bell that will be coming out very soon. Like, I think saying like, this, so someone's commented and said that Alexa said, this doesn't help survivors, yet she's refusing to help survivors by spreading awareness about Drake Bell.
And I'm so tired of people asking me about it, and I understand why. But this is why. And I was even like afraid, like for the last few weeks to like say this. I took it down because I don't like that article. And I wanted to make a factual video that actually did the reported survivors justice and like, you know, and no, then I'm good. I'm going to live my life in peace moving through this. But I refuse to be bullied. I refuse to be harassed. And I refuse falsehoods about me. Don't we all? We should. Survivors have had enough. Power to survivors! Power to survivors.
Oh my God, I didn't know that was a soundbite, and I thought that there was people outside my window like protesting me streaming right now. My heart dropped. My heart dropped.
No, thank you. And I like, you know, there was one person that specifically I blocked. And the reason why I blocked her was because she was legit saying defamatory tweets about me and enabling my stalker, who I have an RO against, and like posting his videos. And when I saw that, I was like, no, thank you. Don't need you in my life. Because if you really cared about survivors, you wouldn't spend all day harassing them, enabling their stalker, trying to hurt their feelings, forcing them to say something. That's not consent, by the way. Breaking the cycle, you know what that means? No coercion. That Twitter account is full of coercion. and force. And I don't believe in that. I don't like coercion. What survivor likes coercion? I don't. So I blocked that person, and I'm glad I did. So when people are like, oh, you block someone, that means you support Drake. I blocked that person because that person was harassing me. I don't like that. That's personally not the way that I operate. Don't do it. Then I write an article on MSNBC News, and it was basically...
Now, this is what I want to hear her opinion of. This is what I want to say. Because this article that I think Kat wrote, shout out Kat, was really good, where it was detailing what Drake Bell has been accused of, kind of loosely. It was more so focusing on the fact that in the wake of Drake Bell getting all this support from speaking about what happened to him, which is great, it's suppressing the stories of people that have spoken out against him and is making people be like, oh, well, he obviously couldn't have done that to him because he was abused, or it doesn't matter if he did that to them because he was abused as well. So I'm excited to see her opinion on this.
Reported survivors were being harassed, which, first of all, don't harass anybody. I don't get what this harassment thing is.
Did she say reported survivors?
Then I write an article on MSNBC News, and it was basically about how the Drake Bell reported survivors were being harassed, which, first of all, don't harass anybody. I don't get what this harassment thing is. Don't harass anyone. What? By the way, like cyber bullying, all these things are illegal, okay? Don't do it. It's not worth it. But I read this article and I was like, this is horrible. Like, no one should be harassed. No one. But then I saw the person that I blocked was mentioned in that article. And I found it really disturbing because that person who was mentioned in the article was harassing me. Still is. It feels like their entire day is just tweeting about me. Weird. Who are you? And they're all like bot accounts, right? You don't even know who they are, who's behind that. Anyone can be behind that account. Who is that person? And why do you spend all day trying to harass a survivor? But I found it really weird to see that inside of the article. If we are pro not harassing survivors, that means don't harass survivors.
Wait, is she going to say anything about the article and about Drake Bell or no?
Simple. Don't do it. Don't harass them. There are predators out there that need to be eaten. Wasting it on...
Yeah, Drake Bell! Wait, you were so close, babe. You were so close. Wait, is she going to say anything else about the article?
Survivorhood is so strange. If that much energy that people put into tearing each other down...
Is she not going to say anything about the article?
Eating predators and actually doing some justice in this world, we'd change the world. But instead, we're down here at the bottom eating each other. And predators love that, by the way, because they don't get eaten. They just watch all of us down there eat each other.
Wouldn't that also feed into Drake Bell loving that you're taking attention away from the article and like making it about like other people fighting rather than what Drake Bell has actually done?
Like that does anything at all. And none of these people, I don't think I've met this person on from Twitter, show up to a protest in the rain. Get active. Stop eating each other. It's so old. And it's what predators love, by the way. They love it. Let's knock it off. That breaks the cycle. Breaking the cycle starts with us.
Wait, is she not going to say anything about the article?
Recycle. ABUSE. Wild out there. Like wild. And I'm done. I'm done with that. I know who I am, really know who I am. I got nothing to hide. Okay. Other people do, and I can tell, and it shows. But I do not. I got nothing to hide. So I have, what did I say earlier? I'll tell you what freedom is. No fear. And I want more survivors out there to feel that. Because people are always going to try and tear down survivors. It's the wrong thing to do. Especially if you say you support survivors, that's the wrong thing to do. Which, by the way, it's so funny when people are like on Twitter and they're like, Alexa, like because she took down the Drake Bell video, like that means she's, dude, I don't have Drake Bell on my show here. I'm not platforming him. And I'm not like trying to like, I would have an actual conversation, first of all, if I were even ever to do that, right? But that's not even happening. Christy Carlson Romano, don't even compare me to her because it didn't even work. She had this person on her show and didn't care to ask him the right questions.
This is really weird. I don't know. This is, oh God. I don't, this is oh my God. I'm actually at a loss for words. This is a really, I don't really know what to say. This is a really weird video. I can understand making a video out of frustration, but this is, it's like, she said at the start of the video, I'm not going to talk about Drake Bell because I'm being harassed, which is fine. Not really, but whatever. But she keeps bringing up different things about Drake Bell, but like deflecting them or like relating them back to like her, which again is fine. It's her own personal experience. But then in the process, completely, it's addressing Drake Bell without addressing it. And it just is kind of like, I don't know. I really don't know. We have another, like, 2 minutes.
Was bias and then left the survivors on red after he was on her show. Jesus, these trolls. Get your facts straight. So that felt good. That felt really good to just say that. Felt really good. And thank you, whoever's here listening. I don't even know who's here listening, but it felt really good to be able to just say that. I'm not afraid of the trolls. And there's haters watching right now. What? No fear. No fear. And that feels really good to say. And if anyone wants to judge me, go right ahead. But please don't harass me. You don't need to like me. That's okay. Survivors aren't here for you to be liked.
Oh my God.
Survivors aren't here for you to be liked, for you to like them, okay? I don't exist for, you to like me. I don't. No one exists for people to like.
That sound effect freaks me out every fucking time. Did you see me immediately look at my window?
Them. You just show up every single day the best that you can. Try to make some change in your little corner in the world. And then that's the truth. Sadly. That's all we can do. We're not eternal, and I know that. And so I hope that each person just shows up daily trying to make a little change in their little corner, and that's it.
But I think she'd make a big change with educating her audience about Drake Bell. I mean, she's a sign behind it that says protect survivors, not predators. Drake Bell can be both of those, but that doesn't mean that he shouldn't be talked about. I don't think this video is very good.
And there'll be someone next after you doing that same thing and someone next doing that same thing. It doesn't make you special. That's the thing. It doesn't even make you special, but it should humble you that you weren't the first to make a little tiny change in your corner and you won't be the last. And trying to hog the corner and who contributed to the corner, please. That's
What's going on?
No one owns any corner.
What is going on? This is a video by Drake Bell.
And hopefully we're remembered in a way that showed up the best that we could. So that's that. So at least I addressed the Drake Bell scenario. Break this.
Did you? I don't think you did. Baby, I really don't think you did. Yeah, I don't think you did. I mean, you mentioned his name. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Really don't know what to add to that other than that. I'm really stumped for words, actually. I'm really stumped for words. So I'm going to leave it there and process and come back to you. So I'll see you soon. Bye. That Diet Coke is fucking crazy. Or the fucking... This. Shit. Oh, I was holding that in the entire fucking video. I actually want to hear that back. Can I hear that burp back, please? I'm really stumped for words, actually. I just want to hear the burp back.
I'm really stumped for words. So I'm going to leave it there and process and come back to you. So I'll see you soon. Bye.
Ah!
That Diet Coke is fucking great.
That was so loud. Oh my god, that was so loud. That was crazy loud. My mic was like, give me a little reverb as well. Okay, you can choose what we do next. We have... we have 2 topics left, so you can choose the order. Number 1 is I'm going to do a poll and then go pee. We have 2 more topics left, and they're both revolving Ruby Franke. I was going to do the JoJo thing, but honestly, the person who wrote the song ended up releasing the song, and it went higher on iTunes than JoJo's, and JoJo's really embarrassed, and that's it. I really just don't care to talk about JoJo. That's the story. Haha, hee hee. Ruby, Franke, Jodi, Hildebrandt, question. Oh. Wait. All right. I've done a poll. You can choose what we do for the last section of the stream, which one we do first, and we'll do them in the order that you want. And in the meantime, I'm going to go pee, but not without I leave you with some royalty-free spa music. I have to choose one that is actually royalty or copyright free because I put one on the last time and it copyright striked my entire fucking video. I really appreciated that. Thank you so much. I think this one. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go pee, go vote in the poll, and I'll be right back. I'm going to let the dogs out to pee as well, so I'll be right back in probably like 2 minutes. Jodi Almond. Chew it really good, Gigi. Okay, what one? Question by cops. Okay. Gigi. Gigi. These are such firm almonds. They're so hard to chew. All right. Okay, and pull. We'll do both. But we'll do the thing first. Okay. The music is irritating your soul. It's supposed to do the opposite. So I'm so sorry that that's happening to you. All right. Let me clear the remaining almonds. Also, 4 days until 420. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. The problem is, me and my friends love going crazy on 420, right? We go to the park and we just... The problem is, we have, we all have plans to go to like a bar late at night on 420 to see my friend's family, and we're all gonna be drinking. The problem is, mixing and alcohol, I literally turn into this. Like, I just stare. So I don't know if I'm gonna drink that night. GG. All right. Let's do it. All right. So final 2 things of the stream. Let's do it. GG. Oh, my hair. I went outside with the dogs and it kind of fucking. Whoa. It's crazy. All right. Whatever. Hi, muckers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay. We have another update whenever it comes to Ribby. Okay. Bloop. Hi, muckers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very well. Okay, we have another update when it comes to Ruby Franke and Jodi Hildebrandt. And we now have footage of them being questioned by the cops after their arrest. So we saw the arrest. Remember when they were laughing at Ruby and Jodi was like, my shoulder, my shoulder, my shoulder. Remember that? We now have the footage right after that moment. So we're gonna go right into it. We're gonna go right into it. Let's do it.
Come on up, please.
So shout out to Long Crime Network. Love y'all.
We'll go that way towards that door.
So this was whenever she was being nonverbal. Remember, she was refusing to speak to them. Whereas Jodi was like their best friend. Ruby was like, I'm not saying anything. And they were like, are you okay?
What's that? Downstairs in the interview room.
Beautiful skies. I'm so jealous of the Americans that get beautiful weather. Because of the fucking rainstorms in the UK right now. Fuck me.
We'll take these stairs right here.
What a beige looking building. If that was one of my friends, I'd push them down the stairs.
All right.
Me and my friends have a habit on nights out whenever, like the last 3 steps, we just love pushing each other a little bit. Because you don't fall that much, but you're like, fuck off. It's so annoying.
We'll look down this hall.
Yeah, Steve, you better walk. Walk.
This next one right here. Right here. And we'll go ahead and I can remove those cuffs right here. Go to down and remove them. This way, yeah.
Oh, she's being handcuffed. You can buy your handcuffs at adamandeve.com. Wait. Speaking of Adam and Eve, do you want to know a little secret? Adam 50's changing. We're like, me and Adam and Eve are rebranding. The next deal is going to be like a rebrand. I don't know how much I can say about this because like they haven't like fully given me the plans anymore, but we're trying something different. Like it's not going to be 50% off one item free shipping anymore, even though that deal is still there, Adam 50. That one's going to exist. However, they're planning on giving me a new code, which is going to be like 4 items for $20 or something like that and free shipping. I don't know if that is what it's going to be in the end, but that's what they've pitched to me. So there's going to be like a completely new deal. I'm just waiting for them to like confirm what it is, but I think the next deal that we do in a couple weeks is going to be like 4 items for like $20 and free shipping instead of like 50% off or whatever. I don't know if that's true, but like that's what we're currently talking about. Shh, Adam. Mom, they would love if I was hyping this up. So I don't know yet, but this isn't sponsored. Oh, not that fucking
Light on. Okay, she'll be here shortly, okay?
Look at the way she's sitting, her legs crossed and her arms crossed. She is not happy.
I'm gonna have you come sit on this side for me. Thank you. Was this your water?
It's yours if you want it. We'll say that. How's that?
We also have snacks if you need anything to eat. So I know I introduced myself to you earlier.
Dude, she's being so quiet and so difficult, isn't she? They went, "Is this your water?" And she went, "Do you want any snacks?" This is going to go great, isn't it? I'm excited to see how different her and Jodi are in this because I'm pretty sure Jodi is the personable one, so I feel like she could like fake it.
My name's Detective Bates, and this is Sergeant Tobler. We're just here to talk to you.
She's not very confident now, isn't she not? The same woman that abuses kids.
So first, do you live down here, or?
Come on! Speak!
Or do you live up north?
Speak! Oh God. Oh, she'd piss me off.
Do you want to talk to me about where you live, or how many kids you have?
She probably doesn't even know how many kids she has. Girl!
So we just spoke with your husband, and he said you guys have 6 kids. Are those all together? Are those all your kids?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I understand it. Like in this instance, so many people like don't speak. And in some cases, that's the best thing to do. However, in this instance, they're asking you simple questions and you're being so just unresponsive, unhelpful. Like this is not going to help your case the way you think it is. You know what I mean? Someone said me nonverbal at the function. Sorry, 3 people have commented it back to back. This is going to be me on 420 after I've smoked too much. And I'm just going to be like,
I can wait all day. So.
Oh, she gagged her. She said, I have all day. You want to take all day to answer this question, bitch?
It's up to you if you want to talk to us about what's going on. Would you feel more comfortable talking to one of us?
What amendment is that? The Fifth Amendment. You may plead the Fifth. Institutionally, you can be quiet or something like that. You have the right to remain silent.
I can step out if you want.
Or if you feel more comfortable talking to him, I can step out. I'll wait till I have a lawyer. Okay. So, you want to talk to us?
Oh my God, Rose Toy. Sorry. Someone was like, anyone else find it really disrespectful that Adam keeps making Rose Toy jokes whenever the buzzer goes off? Sorry, that buzzer is so fucking loud. Am I not supposed to acknowledge it in one fucking way or the next? Okay, so she doesn't want to speak until the lawyers get here. Now, when does Jodi come in? Okay, Jodi looks like she's talking. Look at this hand movement. Look at this hand movement. I think Jodi's being clever. Look at her. She's fucking... Yes! Jodi's being smart. Jodi's talking to them, and Ruby's being difficult. If you stood them both together, they would probably prefer Jodi because she's speaking to them. And I think Jodi realizes that, like, she's been caught. She has to speak either way. Ruby's just being, like, ignorant and, like, thinks that she's going to get out of this. Okay.
Do you want to answer that? Or you don't want to talk to us about anything?
So yeah, this is just your chance to tell us. We're just trying to get your side of the story. So it's your chance to do that, but it's up to you.
She's literally making it worse, by the way.
And I mean, I'm not asking any criminal questions. If you don't want to talk to us, just let us know and we'll be done.
I've already told you.
That you want a lawyer? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Easy enough.
Thank you.
Is there anything else I can get you for you in the meantime? I got the water. Do you need a bathroom break or anything like that? No? Okay.
What a difficult woman. Wow, she's really just fucked up her case. Like, even more so. Like, just being that difficult is not working in your favor. Okay, now we're going on to Jodi, and Jodi's section is so much longer, so I think we're getting the personality now.
Again, my name is Detective Bate.
People are saying she's not making it worse. It's actually a smart thing on her end. Not really. It's smart to remain silent when you're being asked incriminating questions. But when you're being asked basic things and being very non-helpful, on a personal level, they will not like you. Which obviously they don't anyway because you abuse kids. But if you're being difficult at the basic level, they're not going to treat you great. And they shouldn't treat you great. But then if you don't want to answer questions when it comes to the incriminating, where were you? Have you done this? Whatever. But do you want water? Do you want a bathroom break? Do you want whatever? Being that uncooperative is not going to help you. And that doesn't actually help your case. It helps your case whenever you don't answer incriminating questions without a lawyer. But this instance of like the basic questions, and yes, people are saying they escalate the questions. Absolutely. But if you're not even responding to, do you want a bathroom break? Do you want water? Do you want whatever? It just makes you come across very, very, very guilty that I can't do anything without a lawyer present, which obviously she is guilty. And again, someone said it's annoying, but it's technically her right. I agree, but let's just call a spade a spade. You don't answer incriminating stuff without a lawyer, but basic things and being so uncooperative, you're only not helping yourself. I mean, I don't give a shit. Like, I love for her not helping herself. I would love to see her struggle. But, like... Now for Jodi, the star of the show, apparently. Because her section is so much longer.
Can I get you any water, snacks? Doing all right?
Look at that. She said she didn't want any water. So easy as that.
How long you lived here in Highlands? 6 years. The same house? You married? Single?
Where'd you move from?
Wait, he said, are you married? And she went like this. And he said, are you single? And she didn't do anything. I told you, they're lesbians.
Yes, I can.
And how long were you up there for?
I'm a little nervous.
You're that. You know, to be honest with you, if I was sitting over there, I'd be a little nervous too. So don't worry about it. We're just here to talk, to get your side. And right now, we're just asking you just typical questions, like how long you lived here.
Miranda writes, are anything you say will be held against you in the court of law? Yeah, I'm sure. Yes, I would love some water. Won't be held against me in a child abuse case, to be fair.
That kind of thing.
I watched too many detective movies.
How yeah?
Not her saying I've watched detective movies. Oh, she's prepared for this moment. She's rehearsed for the lifetime of a role. The role of a lifetime, I meant to say.
Me too. You can't, honestly, I sit there and I'm married and I sit there and watch those with my wife and I say, like, wait on, that's not how we do it. Hey, that's not right. So don't take, there's some good ones out there, don't get me wrong. But most of them are probably a little off base.
I'm obsessed with them making jokes with her just so she feels like one of the girls.
We're not as mean. I won't get up and beat you up.
He just said I'm not going to get up and beat you up. Look at this, they're already all friends. See, Ribby, this is what you missed out on. This friendly banter.
We just want to get to know you a little. So if you just kind of want to share a little about yourself and what brought you down here. And
So I trust my attorney. He said, don't say anything. And I said, I have nothing to hide. And he's like, I know that, but just let me be.
Okay, this is an evil, awful woman, but she's so much more clever than Ruby. She's an evil, evil, evil woman that abuses kids. Point blank, period. However, what she has just said shows me that she is so much more intelligent than Ruby. She just said, I trust my attorney. He told me anything I said is going to be used against me, but I'm not hiding anything, so I'm willing to answer things. That is probably the best thing and most cooperative thing you could have ever said. She's guilty. She abuses kids. We hate her. Evil bitch. However, her being like, I trust my accountant, my attorney, who said that anything will be used against me, but I have nothing to hide. She knows how to play the game. She knows how to play the game.
Talk. So, you guys seem nice people.
yeah.
So she's very manipulative, and she knows what she's doing.
This is really, if you knew all the pieces, I think you'd have a lot of empathy.
See? This is why I believe that she was the brains behind everything, because in this high tense situation, she's about to be arrested. She is being quick on her feet, and she's manipulating the fucking police people. She's manipulating them. What the fuck?
What's going on?
That's what we're looking for. And you're an adult, and the thing about our interview, if we ask you any questions that you don't want to answer, you can just tell us, I don't want to answer that question. But we do want to have a basis and an understanding of what's going on in that home, or what went on up north that brought them into your home. And so if you want to share any of that and you don't want to answer any other questions, that's okay.
I'd like to just tell you.
See how much more cooperative they're being with her? I think she's a master manipulator. Which is why she was the brains behind it. And she's using that like charisma. Yeah. Hayne, good point. But also her being like, any questions, I'll answer them. Like, whatever. She's going to think through her answers, and she probably knows exactly what she's going to say to each individual one. She's an evil woman, but she knows how to get out of shit. But she didn't get out of it this time.
But I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're going to flip my words. I don't know.
And that's the good thing about cameras. Everything, it's pretty much double recorded, audio, video, and it's for the safety of for you and for us, because we don't want to flip your words. And this will all be pretty much right there to support you. So we're not going to use anything against you.
Be so insistent then. He's an honest, good man, goes to church. I trust him. Why would he say that to me then?
She is good. Oh, she's good. Oh, it's actually quite scary to watch her. She's good. Hear that? She goes, well, then why would my attorney say that, like, I can't open up and I can't trust you, like, and anything will be used against me? Like, you're telling me, like, nothing will be used against me and you're protecting me as well. But my attorney, he's a good man. I trust him. Like, why would he tell me that then? Like, I don't know who to trust. I have nothing to hide. That she's fucking good. She's fucking good. Holy shit. She's really fucking good. That's really scary, but she's good. It's really scary, but she's good.
I don't know your attorney, to be honest.
Well, I'm just saying he's a
good
good,
man.
honest man.
Yeah, I don't
and
know.
I'm an honest person as well, so we get along great. And he just said, do not say anything.
Maybe just as an attorney, they
always say that.
They always want to be with their client. I'm not sure. But like I said, at any time, if you don't want to answer a question, you don't have to. So the ball's really in your court on what you do want to answer and what you don't. So,
well, I think it looks bad that I don't want to answer anything, but it's not because I'm trying to be difficult.
Okay, she's manipulative, but actually she's not that good at it, because she's not doing it. Actually, this part she's not doing good. She's like, well, wait, what actually she say there again? Because that was like, I had a good comment on that. Hold on, let me.
As well, so we get along great. And he just said, do not say anything.
Maybe just as an attorney, they
always say that.
They always want to be with their client. I'm not sure. But like I said, at any time, if you don't want to answer a question, you don't have to. So the ball's really in your court on what you do.
What does she say here again?
You don't. So,
well, I think it looks bad that I don't want to answer anything, but it's not because I'm trying.
Okay. It looks like I'm not trying to answer anything, but you know, I'm not lying, whatever. She's slipping a little bit here, but I think she's probably panicking. But she's a heck of a good manipulator, isn't she? She's good of a heck of a manipulator, but she's also stalling here. It's important to note as well. She's by saying that I want to open up, she's not opening up, but she's stalling time.
To be difficult. I'm really hanging on what he told me to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who's your attorney?
Adam.
Adam McIntyre.
His father's an attorney. His brother's an attorney.
Is he local?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, I don't know.
He's the street where the town hall is.
Well,
They all have the same name.
The whole reason we're sitting here today is there's a lot of questions we have that we just maybe misunderstandings that we just need to clarify.
Misunderstandings. We're talking about abusing kids.
We're here because I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with what I say. You know.
Okay, actually, she's not that good at it. She's stalling and panicking.
I watched.
However, she is still being cooperative.
I'm a psychologist. I've watched people flip things all the time, so I get it. I sit on your side.
Okay, she's really manipulative. She's like, I've done what you've done. I understand it. I'm actually one of you. And in a way, in her saying that, she's basically saying that, like, I'm one of you.
Get it. I wish people didn't do that, but they do.
Well, if you're not willing to answer any of the questions
Your Honor, my client has lost her goddamn marbles, to be frank.
yourself, would you be willing to answer any questions maybe about Ruby or Kevin that you could help us understand?
She's not going to. She's going to say about
We just honestly want to understand what their dynamic is, what happened to the children, what caused their separation.
Right.
And after talking to Kevin, it sounds like you know a lot about their dynamic and their relationship. So if you could help us understand that.
If she says about her attorney again, then she's just panicking.
It's nothing incriminating towards yourself because it's not pertaining to you. So if you could help us understand that.
Jodi, we're going to do this. You asked for your attorney, and we'll leave it at that. We'd like to maybe talk to you later when you have your attorney here present.
Absolutely.
And we'll go
He made an
that, okay?
appointment at 4
He
on
made
Friday.
an appointment
Here.
here at 4.
He talked to the officer
Okay.
and said, "Can we make a time?" And he said out loud, "Do not talk to them."
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll talk and see if we can schedule that, and maybe that's just something we just do with your attorney. Okay. Do you have any questions for us? I can answer in the meantime.
No.
Okay.
No.
Right. Neb, I don't know if saying have fun at therapy is the right use of that word, but anyway, thank you so much for being here. Here's the thing. I think it's very clear that Jodi is the brains behind everything. If this is her in a high stress environment, imagine her in just a day-to-day environment, like probably just so manipulative and everything. It's really interesting seeing the two dynamic of Ruby sitting there like this and Jodi sitting there like, hey guys, fuck them both. They both abuse kids. All right. Okay, I was going to do the Kevin Franke suing, but the article that I've seen has now just gone behind a paywall, and it's also not that long that I want to actually get the court documents. So I might come back later tonight or tomorrow and do that just because I want the court documents. You know what I mean? I want to do that properly. I want to do it properly. So can we do that? Yippee! So I'm going to go work on that. I'm going to go take the dogs to the beach. I'm going to love and leave you. We had a fun little 2-hour stream. I actually didn't even have that many topics, so I didn't even know I was going to be on for so long. But I had fun. Thank you to my moderators. Thank you to my mommy. Thank you to the chat. I am fucking crazy, but I am free. I'm going to work on that for tomorrow because I really do want to have the actual court documents. I will see y'all very soon. I appreciate you being here. And goodbye.